A new proposal is making waves. Donald Trump says he wants every kid in America to have their own investment account starting when they are born. That is absolutely amazing because right now, as a parent to a young one, there's really not a lot of options. There's a 529, you can have savings accounts, you can save for college, you can do all these different things, but it's super limited. And in all honesty, a Roth IRA would be the best investment. But the thing is, you can't open up a Roth IRA for your kid unless you have an LLC and they're able to actually do a job for you. Now, some people get away with getting around that by having an LLC and their kid does chores for them, and then they can pay them into a Roth IRA, which is absolutely amazing because that means the money that goes into that for those kids is growing tax-free, has tax-free growth for a huge period of time over the course of their entire life until they can retire. And by that point, they're going to be well off, multi-millionaires. But these new accounts, we're talking tax-free, generational wealth, and giving your children a financial head start that nobody else has been able to get because this has not been a thing. Could this actually work? How will it change your future finances? And how will your kid benefit? How much money could they actually get from this? And these accounts are Trump accounts. Trump accounts essentially are a personal stock market account for every child born in the US. Now, this isn't actually fully, in play. It's not public yet. But it's basically for kids that are going to be born during the time that Trump is a president. So what is the goal here? Like I said, he wants to have a investment account where people can grow up, these kids can grow up, reach adulthood, and be completely financially ahead of the game compared to where most people are. Instead of just giving these kids aid because they need to go to college or giving them loans because they need a car or a house or anything like that, these kids will have tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars inside these investment accounts because they've been growing potentially tax-free. Wow, that is amazing. Imagine if you were 18 years old or 21 years old, all of a sudden it's just like, hey, here's money. It doesn't have to be used on education. So if you don't go to college, okay, don't go to college, but you get to use all this money that's grown tax-free from your parents. And oh yeah, by the way, the US government also put $1,000 or $2,000 in this account when you were born. It's grown at 10 to 12%, and here's thousands of dollars. Well, if I was 21, I probably would have bought a house instantly, and I would have had a massive down payment, had a job, and then I would have this house that's, I don't know, what if me and my wife both have one? We got married when we were pretty young, and we both have one. We both graduated college and had full scholarships or college paid for, and then all of a sudden you're like, well, what do we do with all this money? Well, we can just buy our house outright or buy a starter house that's actually a lot better than a starter house and have a full-time job already. That is generational wealth, starting way ahead of all these other people. So his argument is, instead of just handing out aid, let's invest in the future of American family and kids. So this is basically like a trust fund because it says right here, parents could contribute more each year, possibly tax-free. Money could grow over time and be accessed once a child becomes an adult, like a trust fund, but available for everyone. You don't have to just be the trust fund baby. You can be anybody, and even if your parents didn't put money in, which is a dumb decision on their part, and I feel sorry for you if you're watching this 20 years from now, but even if you don't, the government is going to automatically deposit $1,000 to $2,000 in for these kids right when they're born. So if this actually is coming to life, actually going to be public, this is absolutely insane. This is the type of law or bill that makes me want to have 4 kids in 4 years so that they can all be able to have one of these. My son that I already have, he wouldn't be able to have this because he was born before this would become a thing. But that just means I would have to work that much harder for him so that he can have access to the same type of capital that my future kids could have if this was a true thing. Because they are going to reach 21-year-old and have literally tens of thousands of dollars just based on the government, and then a small portion every single year from me and my wife going to those. And this right here is exactly why this matters. This is why it matters, because in today's economy, generational wealth feels way too far out of reach for most people. It just is, because people don't understand that the earlier you get in, the better it is. It's basic investing advice, but it's true. But nobody listens to that, and everyone waits until they're 30, 40, 50, and then like, oh yeah, I need to invest for, myself. But they don't do it. And then also, housing is expensive. College is expensive. A car is expensive. Everything is expensive, especially when you're just getting out on your feet as an adult. You graduate, maybe it's high school, maybe it's college, and all of a sudden you go get, you get hit with taxes, or you get a bill, or you get a ticket, or you get rent, you get housing, you get all these things that start adding up. You have to pay for car insurance. You got to pay for all these different things. Well, imagine if you just had that on the side and you were able to keep investing that, or put it towards a house, put it towards your college, put it towards, it's just a way better account than a 529, because instead of it being super limited to a education, it has way more capabilities that you can actually go and spend that money. If you don't know what a 529 plan is, click on this video right here. I'm going to go over why a 529 is actually a good plan for now, but it's because of what was passed last year. So if you don't know what that is, go right here and click on the 529 plan. You will thank me, and your children will thank me. The crazy thing is that not everyone agrees with this. They think that it's too big of a handout. But last time I checked, we already have so many handouts in the current government that we already live in. So why not set these kids up? Why not set our future generations up for success? Imagine a kid that's 18 to 21 years old and they get access to 20 to 30 grand. Yeah, oh, they're gonna go blow it. They're 20 years old. Or what if they have assets instead of having to go into debt? Instead of having to pay off debt forever, they have these assets. Maybe they make it a requirement to where if you want access to this, you have to take a financial course. You have to go talk to a financial advisor and pay them. Guess what? That helps more jobs. That helps people become financial literate. And that's one of the things that's actually a pro to this, is that families will want to become financially literate. They want to learn about assets at that point, because why not? If you don't, you're just throwing the money away. You're just putting $1,000 in, and then yeah, it's going to grow over time, over the 18 to 20 years, but why not contribute a little bit more and really create generational wealth for these kids, really create generational wealth for these families? So that to me is amazing, because I just imagine these 18 to 21 year olds getting this super head start, getting 20 to 30K in assets, not debt. And here's my takeaway. Whether you're a Trump supporter or not, one, I don't care. But also, who would throw away and turn down investment accounts for kids? If you're truly for the people, truly for kids, to include everybody, why would you throw this away? What? Because you're already in 20s or 30s and you didn't get it when you were, that's okay, that's just selfish. It's $1,000. Most people get that back in handouts from the government already, and a lot more last time I checked. But also, you're setting up, the government is setting up these kids to be able to have that generational wealth. And by the time I'm 50, 60, 70, I want people to be well off. The reason I want that is because it makes the economy flow even better. It makes jobs, it makes money flow, it makes investments go up, including mine, because maybe they're investing more, and the more money that goes into the market, the more money my money will grow. So like, why would I not want any of this? So I want to know down in the comments what you think. Should the government give every single kid an investment account? Should they put $1,000 in? Should they put $2,000 in? Should they put no dollars in? And if that is the case, tell me why. Also, leave a like and comment down below because I want to know. Subscribe and hit that bell icon for future content just like this. I'm staying up on financial news. I'm staying up on the bills. I'm going to be putting out all kinds of resources for you guys. I'm talking handouts. You guys can go fill out things, go learn about crypto, go learn about stocks, go learn about budgeting, go learn about personal finance, go learn about all these different things and how the law is changing around them to help benefit you guys. This is not financial advice. It's for education. And remember, guys, you can do all things through him that give you strength. Peace.